Hey there! Ever stop and wonder what connects your morning coffee, the phone in your hand, and the very air you breathe? Well, it's chemistry. And today, we're going to pull back the curtain and show you how this pretty much invisible science is shaping every single moment of your life.
So let's just start with a quick question for you. And I'm serious, take a second to think about it. How many times have you actually used chemistry today?
If you're drawing a blank, don't worry, you're not alone. But the real answer? Probably more times than you can even count. Let's just start from the moment your alarm went off this morning.
That soap you used in the shower, that is pure chemistry in action. You see, every little soap molecule is like a tiny two-sided magnet. One end absolutely loves water, but the other end grabs onto oil and grease. So it latches onto all the grime, and then the water just swoops in and washes the whole thing away. It's this brilliant little chemical trick we use every single day.
Okay, what about the clothes you're wearing right now? If there's something like polyester or nylon, you're basically wearing these long chains of custom-designed molecules. Chemists figured out how to link these tiny building blocks together to create fabrics that are super durable or water-resistant or stretchy, all these properties you just can't get from nature.
But get this, and this is the really amazing part, you don't even have to touch anything to be doing chemistry. Just by breathing, you're running a constant chemical reaction. Your body is taking in oxygen, using it to burn fuel, the food you ate, and creating energy. You are literally a walking, talking chemical engine.
So, okay, we've found chemistry in our showers, in our clothes, even inside our own lungs. But what is this science really? Let's zoom out from all these examples and take a look at the big picture.
So here's the formal definition. I know it sounds a little bit academic, but it's actually really simple. Chemistry is just the science of stuff. What things are made of, what they can do, and how they can be transformed into new and totally different stuff.
And this idea of transformation, it's happening all around us, all the time. When a piece of iron rusts, it's not just getting dirty, it's chemically changing into a whole new substance, iron oxide. When you cook an egg, you're permanently changing its protein structures. Burning wood, digesting your lunch, those are just different kinds of chemical reactions that release energy. It's all chemistry.
But here's the thing. Chemistry isn't just its own little world. It's so fundamental to everything that it's often called the ultimate connector, the bridge that links all the other major sciences together.
And yeah, there's actually a name for this. People call it the central science, because it really does sit right at the heart of everything else.
I mean, think about it. You can't really get biology without understanding the chemical reactions that are happening inside a cell. You can't be an engineer without knowing the chemical properties of the materials you're building with. From the physics of atoms all the way to developing new medicines, it always comes back to the fundamental science of matter. And that's chemistry.
So, if chemistry is the bridge connecting the sciences, it's also the engine that powers our entire modern world. Let's take a look at how it literally builds the backbone of modern industry. And honestly, there's no better place to see that huge impact than in our hospitals. Almost every single life-saving advance in modern healthcare has chemistry right at its core.
Every pill you take, whether it's a simple painkiller or a powerful antibiotic, is a chemical compound that's been designed to interact with your body in a super specific way. Vaccines, they work by introducing molecules that train your immune system. And even the simple act of sterilizing medical tools relies on chemistry to keep us safe from infection.
But chemistry doesn't just help us when we're sick, it's also a huge reason we have enough food to eat. Its role on the modern farm is just absolutely vital.
Feeding billions of people is one of the biggest challenges humanity has ever faced, and it's a challenge we are meeting with chemistry. Fertilizers are carefully designed to deliver the exact nutrients that soil needs. Pesticides are molecules that protect our crops from being destroyed. The whole system is chemical, and it's all designed to get as much food as possible onto our plates.
And the list, it just keeps going and going. The metals in our cars and buildings, chemistry. The batteries powering our phones, chemistry. The cosmetics we use, the detergents that help provide clean water, the very fuel that powers our economy, yep, it's all applied chemistry.
So the bottom line is this, and it's a pretty bold statement, but it's absolutely true. If you took away chemical innovation, the entire structure of our modern world, from our healthcare to our homes, it wouldn't be possible.
Okay, so chemistry has built the world that we live in today. But what's even more important is that it holds the keys to solving the biggest challenges of tomorrow.
How are we going to build more efficient solar panels and batteries? How do we invent plastics that we can recycle infinitely?
How are we going to create the next generation of medicines or make sure there's clean water for a growing population? Every single one of those questions is, at its heart, a chemistry problem waiting to be solved.
And that's exactly why understanding this stuff is so important, even if you're not planning on becoming a scientist. It helps you become a more informed citizen. It gives you the tools to really understand the world's biggest problems, and it empowers all of us to be part of the solution.
Which leaves us with one final thought. We've seen how chemistry is the powerful engine that built our modern civilization. So the big question for the next generation is this: now that it powers our world, can it also be the key to saving it?